Mouths, it's your boy Laughers at May. Looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. On an episode of Miss Marvel that had me interested until it didn't. And then I was like, what is this trash and what are y'all doing?
Oh.
I'm not gonna call this shit, I ain't gonna call it bad because from the 35-minute mark to like the 43-minute mark, they just started doing random stuff and not fixing it. So the show ain't bad. They just gotta make up for whatever the ending was in episode 6. Cause Dragon Ball Super does it, and they always make up bull. Joe, how you doing today, Joe?
I'm good, man. It's your boy Uniqo Williams, man. Happy to be here. What are you talking about? That was a good episode.
Until they just did stuff. It was good until they just did things.
See, you saying just did things. Like, honestly, we need to be more appreciative of this show with them getting in as much story and lore as much as they did in just 5 episodes. So we came a long way from her just trying to go to Comic-Con. It's like
It did. It was amazing. And then they just did stuff. She appeared in the past, and then she got a power boost. Then she interrupted the timeline, which she interrupted the first time, which according to the people in the Avengers movie said that's bad. But apparently Captain America and Miss Marvel and anybody can just do what they want. And is it going to have repercussions? Episode 6 can fix it, by the way. That's why I said episode 6 can fix that little problem. That's a little problem. And then they gave a villain arc in which they didn't even explain how powers got stronger. They just did. Just because. Like, we ain't got no time. Just because. Bleach ended. Hopefully the anime give it. And then Nigel, they die. And then Nigel like, don't leave Cameron. And it's like Cameron. And then he got powers. I'm like, did she do a spell? Is he the villain now? Because she said Cameron's name? And that, by the way, that part can't be explained in episode 6 again. And then it felt like he was just, hey, family together, everything's good. It's over. And I'm like, that's very Disney-like. And all that I just said happened in like 5 minutes. Of bang, 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 bang. Super power boost. Everything. By the way, I loved the beginning of it. Before that part, I loved everything about this episode. But again, Marvel just let the episodes go until they need to go and stop trying to put a time frame on it. Because we talked about this. It's coming out tomorrow. But you can go to episode 7. It's okay. Let's just flesh out this one piece a little longer so we can... Matter of fact, you can make the show 50 minutes. What's stopping you? Why has it got to be 43? Am I wrong? So could they not take 5 minutes just to explain something simple?
I mean, that's the way that you received the episode, man. I can't.
Not the episode. That's the way I received the ending.
I mean, I just feel like I received it a little bit differently than that. I was thoroughly pleased with the episode. I had a good time. I enjoyed this episode.
Monte, I'm on a rant right now about the ending of that episode and how it's Dragon Ball Super like. And I hate Dragon Ball Super's pacing and how it is.
How's it like Super?
They got a random power up. Don't explain it. It felt like friendship and family.
Like, I don't even understand where you're getting this random power-up thing from.
Joe,
I don't even understand that.
She stated she got a power boost. Basically, she got the little light showed up. She understood the power more through a random past time change, whatever.
She made a wall to protect people.
We ain't talking about that part. We talking
what
about
power boost are you talking about?
Joe.
I watched this episode twice. What are you talking about?
Joe, I'm telling you. It don't make sense. I want to understand the time gap. I want to understand the little power thing and how she opened the veil without knowing. I'm trying not to just spoil it until we go over the episode. But I just want to get my rant out. Monte, how you feel about this episode? By the way, I love the first 35 minutes. Again, I just want to clarify that because I don't want to seem like I hate it because I did enjoy 35 minutes. I did.
I feel as though this is a safe space. I feel like I will not be judged for what I am about to say. But I feel as though, as of currently standing, this could possibly be the best story written in all of the Marvel shows up until now.
By the way, I do agree with that, by the way. I just hated that little part. Like I said, everything can be, my little problems can be fixed in episode 6 easily.
You came up for air, bruh. Like, for real, about like the last 5 minutes of this show, bro.
Like, I can't say, the show been amazing. Until like 5 minutes.
Most of the...
And it can be fixed in episode 6, by the way, as I stated.
I'll wait. No, I'm going to go into it, but that's my opening statement.
It is by far the best story because it's more homegrown, built, everything. Telling the past about Aisha and how the partition worked and all that stuff and how that affected families. The betrayal of Aisha and Najma and all that stuff and how everybody felt. That's all amazing. Maybe I like Najma and I wanted her to be around more and it just like ended. So maybe I'm mad. I wanted
the murderer?
Yo, listen, I wanted the villain to have I'm sorry, I want Marvel to have decent villains at one point. That's all I want. Just like, why did she just yell Cameron and then it's over? That's it. Like, that's it. That's all we're gonna get. That's the villain.
You didn't infer nothing.
I could probably explain that scene.
I was about to say, like, you didn't infer anything from like the glowing of the eyes to the sudden I got power.
I can probably explain that scene, to be perfectly honest.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Zelma, you that COVID got your ass.
I mean, I don't know what part of the show we're on. Are we just getting out our feelings?
Oh yeah, I just wanted to rant about 3 minutes of the show.
So he ran it, and I guess we need to do a quick overview real quick. If you don't mind, just run through it real quick. Look, that great grandmama ran through. She was running barefoot. Our first introduction to her is murdering somebody that's chasing her. She meets up with the grandpa. Shout out to that. She meets up and she's not very cool with the grandpa at first, but
grandpa's like a leader of a village, by the way.
He is a Muslim, Muslim leader actually. And the British come in and still ruled by Britain. People ain't feeling that, so he's basically a freedom fighter. Next thing you know, she sleep under a tree because she's been running from something. Grandpa knows that. They eventually get married and they have a very beautiful relationship. But as things are happening with the partition, it's getting more dangerous for Muslims to live where they live. And so they go to the train station and then boom, here comes Kamala, and she's showing the way to her grandma, her like the child version of her grandma, so that she can find her dad. And then they come back into the present. The veil is opened. And black people we thought just couldn't touch it, but no, just nobody can touch it. So it turns it liquefies your skin or turns into stone and it falls off and you're just all bones. Cameron's mom was like, I left Cameron behind, and Kamala's doing her best to be like, don't do it, it's gonna kill you, it's not gonna work. And they've been telling this woman it's not gonna work. They told her back in 1942 that it wasn't gonna work, but she still wants to do it. And her eyes start glowing, and then Cameron hears her, and then he automatically has universal powers now. Kamala's parents, or grandma and her mom, find her. Boom. She's like, oh, okay, there is magic. And I never believed any of this stuff. And then they have a real beautiful mother-daughter, like, three-way thing where everybody just understanding of each other all the way through like 3 generations. And then we arrive in Byron. I done forgot the boy name. Byron.
He done told you his name ain't Brian.
Bruno.
So they
that's his whole beef with Cameron. They keep calling him the wrong name.
So off camera, somehow Cameron ends up at Bruno's house, and he's like, "Hey, I need to stay here so my mom knows where to find me, because I guess that's how she just knows about Bruno." And then a drone tracked him down, and we're guessing it's the the people that you dislike a whole lot. Zell made
the Dum Committee.
The Dum Committee. And there you have it. So we spent a lot of time in the past. We came into the present, and just like for the last 5 to 7 minutes, and they was wrapping stuff up. But yeah, we had a flashback that explains stuff for the most part. We don't know much about the bangle, but I mean, we know that her mom is clandestine, one or two. So there we go.
Don't
miss anything out.
Technically, the Red Dagger said they just from the same dimension, but she not. So I don't know. Hopefully, it be explained. So let's go. I got beef with a lot.
You know, they said that they're the same realm. They're just not in the same realm, but they in the same realm. They're connected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I guess nobody's allowed to get in. Cause how you gonna hate from outside the veil? You can't get in.
They might have a problem. They might have a problem with them because she's exiled. So it might be like a curse if they try to come back. Cause she did say they are exiled. So I can take that from that. Mate.
Oh yeah, you're done with your rant.
I done did my rant now. I am happy. I can talk about the happy stuff now.
Are there any happy stuff? You know, apparently, according to you, there's not really anything to be happy about.
Hey, listen, it was 40 minutes of a show. I like 35 of it. So, I don't know. I liked Aisha. Her character's amazing. The storyline, talking about the part. You learned a lot, because a lot of people probably didn't know that. You see, you get a little bit of, especially in the TV show like we talked about, on the show that coming out tomorrow, we talked about this yesterday. You see about the partition and how stuff like that happens, how Marvel set it up. But again, I feel like the last 5 minutes was like, okay, we gotta get this on to get to the final episode, which, by the way, could be great. Where I compare it to Dragon Ball Super is, Dragon Ball Super will skip over parts I want to learn about to get to the ending, which I think the ending be dope. But I'd be like, you skipped over certain information on how something happened that I wanted to know, but you're like, you don't worry about that. Look at this cool ending.
Did they do that to Moon Knight to you? Give him 40 minutes, bruh.
That's what I want.
Give him 40 minutes.
He's talking about legit 40 minutes.
They just need 40 more minutes, a new episode, and everything will be fine, bruh. Relax.
That's
okay?
what I'm saying. I'm saying
that's what makes you watch it the next week, because you don't know what's happening. If this was a season finale, be pissed. It's not. Relax.
All I want to know is they told me the time laws that you can't do certain things or mess up. And then they said, even a lot of episodes in phase 4, they didn't say some of that, screw it. Let's just be doing it for the show.
What did they mess up in the time laws?
You ain't supposed to. She said you can't change in the timeline. That's what the Ancient One said in Infinity War. But apparently in phase, hey, listen,
it happened.
Apparently it happens a lot, because I don't know how this works.
What did they change? They didn't change anything. It happened the same way that her grandmother said it happened. So what did they change?
Which is still strange though.
But they didn't change anything.
See, I'm a nitpick. I like, listen.
Well, you can nitpick, but there's nothing to nitpick because they did not change anything. The story happened the same way her grandma said it did.
She doesn't get on that train, story changes. And we have a valid point. She finds her dad. They get on the train. That's it.
Now, he's saying random power boosts. I really don't see where her powers increased at all. I don't really see her powers anywhere outside of the same as they've always been. As far as the rift coming in, it makes perfect sense because her band is literally tied to the world of Nor. And when Najma, or whatever her name is, when she struck it with the knife, she literally struck it. So it makes sense that when you strike something that's connected to the world, where they literally said in the previous episode, or in the same episode she struck it, that the world of Nor is literally around their same world, only separated by a thin veil of wall. So it makes sense that if you strike something that is the connection to both worlds, that it would cause a rift. It literally makes perfect sense.
Yo, maybe I'm angry that it was only 35 minutes.
Okay, yeah, you can have that, but I'm like, it literally makes
I want more explanation. That's all I want.
Now, the only other thing I can give you is that when Najma sacrificed her life to, seal the world, it's okay, fine. But they also have given the tone throughout the entirety of not only this episode, but in previous episodes building up to this, that family and your ties to family are important. They literally give this. So it makes even more sense that because his mother, who is literally, I mean, by all natural accounts, she is I ain't gonna say a godlike being, but she is a superpowered being. It makes sense that if she gives her life, and since they are tied through family, that she can literally give her energy to her son that she's already bonded with because she literally made him. So it literally makes sense. Like, to me, it made sense. Like, was it surprising? Yeah, it was surprising, but it made sense.
By the way, shout out to Monte and Joe, because I just literally just repeated stuff I saw online that people complaining about, and they just dispelled all that.
Like, I'm just like, so I'm looking at it, and I'm like,
I just literally played a character just to show how crazy it is. I just wanted to prove a point from somebody did yesterday. We had a show, by the way, that come out tomorrow that I said people complaining about Marvel. So I literally just looked at a list on this laptop right here of things that people complained about the episode, and they just dispelled all of it.
That's the funny thing. I watched it, so it was even some parts I was like slightly confused on, but when I watched it and thought of it, I'm like, it makes sense. That's literally her son. She is a superpower being. That's her son. And when she died sealing a rift of a world that literally surrounds the entire world of the city in. So would it make sense that did she sacrifice herself that they literally have a link to the being that she created? Yes. She has a link to him. She made him. They're superpower people. They're not freaking normal. So like, it makes sense. Now, the ending was a bit funny because they gave the indication that everything was just okay now. And it was like, oh, let us go ahead and remind you, everything is not okay. Like, just because you want to have a whole freaking family moment in Pakistan does not mean this shit is cool. Like, the other people have all escaped, which you forgot in episode 4. They literally escaped from that penitentiary place they were in, from the Center of Disease Control or whatever their name is.
The dumb committee who can't put people in maximum security prison.
Committee of Damage Control. They literally escaped from this place.
Robert Kelly broke out too.
A wanted fugitive. And we're just pretending like this is okay. No, this is not okay. And now it's even worse because the damage control is now causing damage. They're like, you know what? Screw it. We're not finna play around, man. Blow this house up. So, okay. We're not finna pretend like we're the police or anything anymore. Now we just taking smoke. So, okay. This has gotten a lot worse because now it's like, Bruno was trying to think of, do he want to go move out to California or not? He struggling, maybe an orphan or whatever, lost his parents. Oh, well, look like he ain't got no choice now. Because where else he going? He out now. They done blew up his house. They blew up the bottom floor of it. And now
they blew up his income. That's literally his income.
Like, so now, when episode 6 start off, you know what they finna start off doing? Him and freaking Cameron running from missiles and things. Now they're like, oh no, this ain't cool. So when she come back, she was like, yeah, what y'all been up to? Run. Not to mention, we also tend to forget she ain't got cool with her best friend yet, who found out that she was the girl that, with all the stuff. Yeah, she ain't got cool with her. She ain't even talked to her this entire episode. So like Marvel literally remind you, like, yeah, we gave you a nice feel-good moment because we need to remind you, this crap ain't cool. Like when she goes home, it is literally like all hands on deck. For all you know, her friend might even sell her out. Like, it's literally that ugly. So, yeah. And then it's even worse because now they know that Cameron is in there with Bruno. And you know who Bruno's best friend is? You. So it's like, oh, yeah. This is,
I do got a question about that, though. This is me being serious.
I expect smoke when the next episode starts.
Did they just blow up some random dude's house because he was in the building?
They were about to blow up that top floor. And the drone fell because it got attacked by new powers, and the missile went into this like that. Like it was a big explosion, y'all. Like it didn't level that building.
The bottom area.
So the dumb committee shot a rocket in a building when we don't know who lived. That's a big building, by the way. It's not a little building. They just shot a rocket in there.
At this point, they didn't care.
I'm like, the dumb committee is the worst government agency I have ever seen.
Now they can blame it on the drone malfunction or something, but either way, like it's all hands on deck now. Cause now they can't hide that. Oh, okay, we have to. No, it's smoke now. Like we literally just blew up the bottom floor of your house. So now it ain't like they can let Bruno and Cameron walk away and be like, oh, this drone blew up the bottom floor of the house. No, they can't really walk away. Now we have to take you out because you know too much. Cameron is an escaped fugitive, so automatically he's Air Force One. I mean, he's already like public enemy number one for them. And then Bruno is now harboring a fugitive, so he's gone too. So I expect smoke when this next episode is here. I expect smoke because it's gonna be like, okay, we have to run from them. I don't know if the girl best friend that got mad that found out everything. I don't even know if she gonna play cool or she gonna just betray everybody, and then her family got to come back. So.
Yeah. Keep in mind that's a long flight, by the way. So like
she's gonna be tagging off the plane.
Some time has to pass. So like I need them running for their lives for like 26 hours or something.
So I'm just gonna let you know they did this nice and cool. Marvel was like, we're gonna give you this nice feel good moment. Her and her mama, grandma, everybody, we're gonna give you this nice feel good moment. Because this next episode, it's probably gonna be a little ugly. I really feel like they're gonna be like, this next episode ain't gonna be pretty. So we're gonna give you this nice feel good moment now. Not to mention, we literally are forgetting the fact that multiple people have died in this series. Like, multiple people have now died. The dude who was over the red handkerchiefs or whatever, dead. All of Cameron's family, dead. Like, we were forgetting, like, people have literally lost their lives who were actually the characters of the show. Aisha, dead. So it was like, okay. So y'all not afraid to off people in this. This might not be pretty.
A lot of stabbing in this show.
I'd hate to see
they like stabbing.
Kamala's mom pass away or something, or the dad next.
I don't think they're gonna get that dark. Y'all think Marvel get that dark? I don't know.
I mean, Game of Thrones is clearly tested.
Bro, we just watched Multiverse of Madness, and you asking, do they get that dark?
But that was on purpose.
And this show isn't?
Say accidentally being dark.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
did you see who the executive producer is?
I'm saying, listen.
KF, if in case you didn't know, he's not afraid to go there. They go into the woods and have camp to talk about the next 10 years of films. I think they don't mind doing this in Miss Marvel. Somebody close to her passes away. I'm assuming.
It would be like that motivational Gohan story.
See, are you just here to piss people off today?
Yes, I am.
I think that's what you're here to do.
I'm being the voice of the people that hate everything. That's what I am today.
I don't care.
And Joe hates Gohan.
This show has actual good writing in it, surprisingly.
By the way, most of these Marvel shows has been decent to good. This is like Tamonte said, this is probably the best one. It actually puts you in a culture that you're not used to. Showing you things. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this the one that has completely not been a superhero show. She has barely been a superhero on this whole thing. She had like a fight scene for like 2 minutes. And everything else is like history or learning.
Now I'm figuring we're gonna get that in the next one. It's just I don't really know how or why. Because they gotta have the moment where she actually dons her outfit and fights. So I'm expecting that in the next episode. For what reason and where? I don't know. For all we know, they may start off the next episode. She comes home and find out that both of them two have been captured, and she goes and breaks in. I don't freaking know.
Does Miss Marvel show up? Do we get a cameo in the last episode?
I don't think
I would flip shits. What y'all say? I will pop.
I don't think you got a choice. Like, she has to show up in the outfit at least once in her freaking show. So, I mean, it might be possible that she comes home, finds out that Bruno and Cameron have been captured by the Center of Damage Control, and she dons the outfit and she goes in.
Do we get a cameo? Do we get Captain Marvel? Do we get Monica Rambeau? Do we get?
I don't have that answer because I would say yes, but friggin' Moon Knight decided to end with 0 cameos and 0 connections to anybody in the Marvel universe.
It did give you Kane, one of Kane's characters' name on the little thing in the after credit scene.
Yeah.
You talking about Doom?
No, Kane. One of his characters' name is like a doctor. I forgot what his name was.
But I ain't worried about that. The problem is they don't give no connection to where in the current Marvel verse, even though I think they say it, but we know it's sometime after Endgame. But they don't really give any connection to where he is, any connection to any other characters who can find them, any connection to any other groups or nothing. They don't give nothing. So in this, I can say the same thing. They may not give no connection. Yeah. I mean, shoot, we'll have more to discuss when Thor comes out tomorrow. Or maybe yesterday, depending on when y'all watching this.
4:30.
It's live, so you see it.
Okay, when it comes out tomorrow.
4:30 Eastern Standard Time, I will be in attendance for Thor. Love and Thunder.
I hope to be too. I'm doing my test in the morning.
Blessings, my friend.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm locked up. If not, I'm at to hit up Tor.
We got I got a 5 o'clock. Actually, I think the earliest one I saw was at like 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Hey,
so
when in doubt, there is live on your phone, and you didn't hear that from me.
Hey, shout out to AT&T Protect. The VPN all work very well.
When in doubt, there is always live.
I am in Mexico.
There's always FaceTime.
I am in Mexico, so we good. But like I said, I hope we see some cameos. By the way, I hope y'all enjoyed my little fake rant because I just went on a list of people that complain. Shout out to Den of Nerds. That was some of his complaints. I don't know who else on this. I don't forget. That's the main one. He had all of them on us. So.
I legit was about to challenge you and be like, bruh, do you want Raising Cameron next? Is that what you want? like, bro, he's like, I want to know it all. Like,
that's what they said in their argument. So I just wanted to repeat what they said and go on.
You just don't do front flips into people's pools off of the top of houses, man, and then be locked up. You need to explain this. Which is, I definitely would like to know more about his history. How does she raise him and all that stuff? But I don't. Maybe 20 minutes dedicated like they did
normally, I guess.
By the way,
She-Hulk like he has powers before. He's somehow like.
I think She-Hulk is gonna have. They said She-Hulk's supposed to get cameos because they doing villains and she doing lawyers for villains and superheroes. So they gonna get cameos. So I'm excited for that. Hope we might get some cameos in this. Miss Marvel might show up at the after credit. I'm not saying during the scene, but after credit.
Miss Marvel.
I mean Captain Marvel.
Oh.
Monica Rambeau might show up. As we saw.
Then that's gonna be like a whole different universe.
Hey, I don't care if my baby show up. I don't care how it is.
Technically, Nick Fury showed up at the end of WandaVision, but he didn't show up. But they just hinted at it. So we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see some that go on. We know Monica Rambeau is gonna be in Miss Marvel, and she's gonna be in Secret Invasion. So they said they might have replaced Quake from the TV show.
Interesting.
And this is a Marvel show. They said the Thing might be in She-Hulk, so that'd be fun too.
Yeah, we'll see. So we haven't really seen any villains like that yet. So, is it even over for Moon Knight yet? You know what I'm saying? Ethan Hawke's dead, so
well, he got a lot of villains. Khonshu is the ultimate villain in that show.
Yeah.
Khonshu, the ultimate villain.
He on some stuff, bro. That's all I can say. My
if
boy
you read the comic book, he ends up killing Khonshu, but Khonshu on one. Yeah,
Miss Marvel is a relatively new character, so they got a lot they could really flesh out there. But what if it was one of those situations where it's just not it's just another timeline?
Well, they all kind of together, but they all doing different things, so we'll see. They're all really close though. Cause she in Jersey City. Wanda was in New Jersey. Everybody know Falcon them was in I think they was in California, but I think they was in New York.
Nolans.
Yeah, they was everywhere though.
Yeah. In London eventually, wasn't they?
Yeah, they was overseas in some Arab country.
See, 6 episodes, man. Fleshing out a lot.
And then we had all the people from New York, from Hawkeye and them, and so we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the finale. I expect them to land, and hopefully Den of Nerds and all the people that had a problem with the show won't be so upset.
I expect smoke. I expect smoke.
By the way, have y'all seen, before we get out, I'm gonna only be 30 minutes, but have y'all seen the little teaser trailer that this fan made with all the real characters in it, and they just did like some video thing of it, and it was like, that's a cool fight.
I have not.
I haven't either. We're gonna have to put that in the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to the chat. And they had all the people too, so it's amazing. By the way, let us know how y'all feel. Mate, where can they find you?
Oh, well, let me shout my boy out real quick. Mate, I just want to shout you out, man. Tonight, who got the most hoes in anime live tonight? And I'm on board with Tenchi.
It's gonna be funny. That's all I can tell you.
Hey, they literally got ain't there an anime about that? Date Alive?
It's a lot. It's not just limited to anime, but it's gonna be wild.
Oh! It's what character has the most hoes?
It just said who got the most hoes, man. So
I can't wait, man. That's gonna be funny as hell, bro. Who else is Zelmay? I said Tenchi. Who you got, Zelmay? Who got the most hoes? That's a fictional character.
Son John Woo.
Somebody get him.
Hey, Drip Guy got all the real life. He got this whole dimension shook.
I like to say, bro, it's gonna be funny.
Fair enough.
I'm looking forward to that. That will be live shortly, even on this channel. So be looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny. I already know that.
Otherwise,
your boy is on TikTok. He's on Instagram. He's on Facebook. He's everywhere. You can look at Monterey Hudson. You'll see my pretty face. Come hear what I got to say. Click on the link trees if you see them. I'm here.
Joe, what can they find you?
UniqoWilliams.com. All roads lead to here. The right way you're looking at.
And you can see Monte's on, like I said, Monte on TikTok talking about who has the better fusions, Natsu and Luffy versus Gojo and Garo. Gojo and Garo gonna win this, Monte. But like you got Infinity plus Garo's power too, so I was like, this is kind of unfair.
It depends on what these English translations from this raw version of the One Punch Man manga I read today.
Are we universe now? Is he universal power now?
I don't know. People saying galaxy, but I actually have to be able to read the scans that I'm seeing because the raw version is a little blurry, and you don't. Of course, it's all in like Japanese, so I need to get the English version, which should be out later today probably, and then I'll be able to read more and actually see.
Yeah, at this point, Goku does not stand a chance. I'm done with that. What they say, what Stan Lee said, when you ask who is going to win, it's whoever the writer wants him to. And at this point, one is 100% right however he wants to. So if he want to,
we gonna see what's about to got on his plate, bro.
And Maki showing back up at JJK according to some leaked spoilers. So
now she shows back up.
She's showing up in the color
side character fights.
Maki showing up in the color game. What you do got the UG disciple fighting UG and what's his name?
I don't care.
Third year.
After my bad, not because with UG is included. After when January started, about 6 months of side character fights. Now we get Maki to come back.
She joined the coloring game. She had him in her whole family like Itachi.
Yeah, she did that last year. If people remember, she did that last year.
Something was running, Monte. She had to find her. She made a promise she gonna end the whole family.
Yeah, last year. My boy is July.
Shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna probably have some more comic books and stuff, episodes and stuff like this, having a little more fun. I appreciate y'all for anybody watching. Good episode of Ms. Marvel. Another good series. See us back for The Boys. Friday.
Yeah. Friday,
so,
episode 7 or 8.
It's 8. It's the finale. And Just a Fan is coming out tomorrow. We talk about what we talked about today. I just want to give y'all a preview. People complain about Marvel not being as good as The Boys. They don't have time to flesh it out as much. It's a whole world. The Boys is focused on one thing. It's easy. Go watch the episode. See our thoughts. I appreciate y'all. Peace. By the way, check out Monte. They finna come up in about an hour or two. I don't know how long.
Yeah, it's about an hour. He gonna be a little later, so it'll be at like 7:30 probably.
Okay, so that'll be on about an hour. So you can stay right here, like and subscribe, all that stuff. And I don't know what I'm doing, but it's time for me to get off because I'm rambling.
Man, peace, man. Love it. We probably doing a review this weekend, Thor. If my mans can get out of quarantine.
Oh, we gonna do the review.
Oh, that's right.
We live exist. I mean, not Facebook. No, FaceTime exists.
No,
Facebook Live.